Well, I pushed the layers up, so because I, what's that? Yeah, I didn't want to, because I was just flying a shoreline, and I didn't want to bust the delta at Gulf Shores, so I raised it just so I could get over that.
I checked around 5 minutes ago. Still around 1600.
Connor, you are super quiet.
Is this any better? Come on. I checked. Yeah, I did some pattern work off the network in a, helicopter, and it was around 1600.
Thanks for coming in today, everybody.
That's not bad.
All right, welcome. This should be an entertaining one tonight. I'm actually gonna throw. I just said I'm gonna top off this.
Tonight's my watch party night with the kids, so I just wanted to sneak it in before.
I'm gonna top off this airplane with gas, chat. And the reason we're gonna do that is we might be holding for a while, waiting for the weather to lift at 4 Romeo 9 for the event that we're doing this evening for the Virtue Safe Flying Club.
Safe flying. We'll see you in the next one.
See you. You're gonna hear some people talking in the Virtue Safe Flying Club Discord.
My backup plan is to shoot.
So naturally, chat, we're doing a Virtue Safe Flying Club event, and the weather is ass. It's not good. You know, it's a once in a lifetime snow event right along the Gulf Coast there, just as we're doing the Gulf Coast carrier landing event. Go figure. Once in a lifetime snow event that we're gonna be competing with. But if we look over at SkyVector, we could see that it's moving off. It's still snowing where we're trying to go, but it's moving. It's gonna be out of there soon, hopefully. But hopefully by the time we get there, it'll be VFR. You can see Gulfport's already lifted to be VFR. It's getting a little bit better at some of the facilities nearby, so we're hoping and praying that we'll be able to get in.
I came out of Baton Rouge. It was definitely VFR.
Clear, 10 and clear here.
Out of Baton Rouge.
10 and clear here out of Alexandria, but -1 degrees is definitely very cold for Louisiana this time of year. But we got the M500 all ready to go. It is going to be a VFR flight. It is a VFR-only airport getting into Jeremiah Denton because there are no instrument approaches. So we're going to start VFR, we're going to tough it out, and we're going to see what happens. And if we have to hold or do whatever, or even divert maybe and then try and get in later, you know, we'll play it out as it comes. That's going to be kind of the deal here. Sleazy, thanks for coming in today. And Kenny Monster, thank you for coming in today. Yeah, it's going to be an entertaining one. You know, we'll see how it plays out. Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and get started then. Like I said, I've got it topped off with gasoline. As much gasoline as I could put into this airplane is in this airplane in case we do have to hold for long periods of time or divert or whatever. So we've got as much possible gasoline as this airplane can handle. And that's how we're going to kind of start it off here. Let's go ahead and we'll do the EMER button. Make sure that this comes on like it should. It does. We'll take the EMER button off. We're going to go nav light on, battery master switch on. Let this thing come up. Good voltage. We'll go ahead and do manual fuel pumps, manual ignition. We're going to go ahead and we got to do a fire test first. Which is good. We'll go ahead and start this bad boy. We're going to let it stabilize for a little bit before we introduce fuel, especially with the cold temperatures that we have. We're going to tune to Houston Center once we get the avionics going because we do have some ATC getting out of Alexandria since Alexandria is a Class Delta and Houston Center covers Alexandria. And I probably will pick up flight following this evening as well since they've got the center on. I feel like I might as well pick up the flight following since he's there for us. Excellent, very good. So generator, alternator on, avionics on, auto off for now. Pitot heat on, check, off, check. Autopilot on, off, checked. I'm just gonna go put direct. So I'm gonna go kind of go direct to Gulfport first, KGPT, and then from there we'll eventually then switch it up to go direct to Denton. Is going to be kind of the way I'm going to do this. And again, the direct to Gulfport force is going to be kind of like the just in case. If we see that the weather's still not lifted at Denton yet, then we can kind of just hold in the area of Gulfport somewhere until we know it's going to clear up, and if we have to divert, we divert, and so on and so on. So that's going to be kind of just like as a precaution. We're just going to go directly to Gulfport kind of to start here. Let me go ahead, and I need to do a couple more things with this airplane. This needs to go in, this needs to go in. We're going to go low, on. Let's get the heat going because it's cold. Aware. All right. We're going to climb up to 9,500 to start here, and then we're going to kind of see from there. You know, as we get closer, we might have to lower the altitude to stay VFR, and we're going to kind of play it by ear the closer we get to Alexandria, or I'm sorry, it's closer to Jeremiah Denton, of course. Dolphin Island. All right. So that's good. That's good. We don't have any passengers, so we're not worried about that. We'll do a quick run-up. I want to try and get the prop to 1900 RPM. We'll call that pretty close. Check the overspeed governor. Alright, very good. We'll lock out the reverse here. We'll do a stall test as well. So if I go to reverse, no reverse, very good. So we'll go manual, manual, taxi light on, pitot heat on. We don't need the strobes or landing light yet. We'll get to that once we taxi out. So that's just kind of a quick and dirty run up. Everything else should be good. We'll trim it out here. Rudder trim needs to go to be about 3. Pitch trim is for takeoff is good. I think I have covered everything I need to cover getting this airplane set up. I will go ahead and go mode C on the transponder VFR, but we're going to go ahead and give a call now to Houston Center on 132.77 since he's going to be covering the Delta here, and we're going to go ahead and give him a call here in just a second.
American 813, radar contact 30 miles east of Mobile Airport. Climb and maintain flight level 240.
Alright, copy that. Cleared up 240, American 813.
Air Canada 1901, turn 10 degrees left. 10 degrees left,
good.
Air Canada 1901 heavy.
I'm streaming now, so.
JetBlue 1452, radar contact 35 miles south, Medea intersection. Maintain flight level 350.
Houston Center, good evening. This is Meridian 124 Mike Charlie. We're on the ground at Alexandria, ready to taxi with like VFR flight following to Jeremiah Denton, 4 Romeo 9.
For 124 Mike Charlie, Houston Center, roger. Say the arrival airport again. What's your requested altitude?
It's 4 Romeo 9, and we're going to go at 9,500 initially for 4 Mike Charlie.
For 4 Mike Charlie, roger, stand by.
Taxi up at least into the edge of the ramp. While we wait for a code here.
United 1012, expect ILS runway 26 left approach.
We'll expect the ILS 26 left approach, United 1012.
Scout 390, leaving my airspace, forward is closed, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved, cadet.
Good, change frequency for Skyline 390. Have a good night.
Good night, American 813, cross slid, add and maintain 1000 and 250 knots, New Orleans altimeter, tree 054.
Speedbird 540.
Alright, copy that. Slid
Thanks for coming in today.
10,000 and
Mine is
250 knots,
66. Oh my god.
30.54, American 813.
Yeah, that's bad.
Northwest 3328, you ready to go?
Yes, sir. It's turning burn.
Northwest 3328, roger, fly, runway heading, runway 33 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, 33 right, cleared for takeoff, Northwest 3328.
Mirror 4 Mike Charlie, squawk, next standby. Alright, here it is. November 124 Mike Charlie, squawk 5162, departures this frequency. Runway 32, taxi via Alpha.
32 via Alpha, and the squawk is 5162, November 124, Mike Charlie.
Reback, correct. Blue Street 5323, descend and maintain 6000.
Quick taxi. Left turn here and hold short of 32. Simple stuff. We're also flying daytime instead of nighttime, chat. That's going to be the one difference from realism today. But we're going to use the real world weather and see what happens with that weather that should be clearing out, hopefully, of the area of our destination here very, very soon.
Air Canada 1901, descend and maintain 2000, turn right heading 200.
Right 200 down to 2000, Air Canada 1901 heavy.
I think we're all set for departure here. We'll go strobes on, landing lights on. It Masters, thank you for the follow.
Fly with me, let's fly away.
And Meridian 124 Mike Charlie is ready for departure.
For 124 Mike Charlie, Houston Center, roger, proceed on course, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
On course, runway 32, clear for takeoff. Meridian 4 Mike Charlie.
Northwest 3328, radar contact, altitude.
Passing 2,200.
Time to go
Northwest
flying, chat.
28, roger, climb and maintain
32 on the pavement.
5,000 for now, turn right heading 360.
Up to 5,000, right 360, Northwest 3328.
United 408, left one able, parking via Golf Hotel, good day. Correction, Sierra Hotel.
Golf Hotel to the parking on 408.
Air Canada 1901, this will be a vector through the localizer for your descent.
Rotate.
Vector to the localizer, 1 climb down, Air Canada 1901 heavy.
My rudder pedals almost slipped out from my feet underneath me as I went to rotate here. We go autopilot yacht amper on. We're gonna go
Air Canada 1901
flight level
heavy,
change
turn right
at a
heading
buck 40.
350, join the runway 32 localizer.
350 for the intercept 32.
And we're gonna make a right turn on course here.
Air Canada 1901, Gulfport altimeter 3052.
3052, Air Canada 1901, thank you.
Let the nav take it. November 124 Mike Charlie is out of Alexandria, 1,700, climbing VFR 9,500.
We're 4 Mike Charlie, Houston Center, ident.
Flashy,
124 Mike
flashy.
Charlie, radar contact 7 miles north of the Alexandria VOR. Maintain VFR and the Alexandria altimeter 3060.
3060, thanks, maintain VFR, 4 Mike Charlie. Bye-bye, Alexandria.
Northwest 3328, clear direct Charlie, Quebec, Yankee VOR.
Clear direct Charlie.
Let's
Yankee,
go find
Quebec,
us some snow.
VOR, Northwest 3328.
Make sure we got the next rad on. That's definitely going to help us.
Air Canada 1901, show you parallel of the localizer, turn right heading 350 and intercept.
Right heading 350 for the localizer intercept, Air Canada 1901 Heavy.
And Air Canada 1901, you're 2 miles from Ivoli, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, Yankee, runway 32 approach.
Maintain 2000 until established, cleared ILS, runway
Keep all the
32,
detail
Yankee,
on here
Air
too to kind of help us
1901
out.
Heavy.
I don't know how far the next rad goes out. I don't think it's very far. We might not see any of that weather yet.
Northwest 3328, climb and maintain 16,000.
Up to 16,000, Northwest 3328.
There she is, the beautiful M500. I love this livery that Zach B made me. He did a fantastic job. Thank you, Zach. It's about as good a livery as you're gonna get in any Microsoft Flight Sim airplane or any just flight simulator airplane in general. Just beautiful, through and through. Very lucky to have the help that I have with all of the people at the Virtually Safe Flying Club and all the stuff that they're able to do for me and for the club.
Blue Street 5323, turn right heading 190.
190, Blue Street 5323.
Again, I'm not going directly to 4 Romeo 9 just yet. I'm going to start out going directly
Air
towards
Canada
like
1901,
Gulfport
runway
first,
32, clear to land.
and then from there we'll go and find the shoreline,
Clear to land, runway 32.
and then
Air
get
Canada
over to
1901
Dolphin
Heavy.
Island. So once we get, and you can see it's starting to lift. It's starting to lift. It's now overcast 3,500 at Biloxi here. So we're going to go towards Biloxi, Gulfport area. Gulfport's showing overcast 6,000. And then we're going to find the shoreline, Ship Island, Horn Island, and then get over to Dolphin Island right there.
Ditch aircraft, Gulfport, information Alpha, now current altimeter tree 052.
The closer we get, the better the weather should be, and we should be able to get in VFR when all things are said and done. That's the hope, at least. Yes, I did not have my the joystick plugged in this time, so everything worked out good. That was a good, clean takeoff. My rudder pedals did almost slip out from under my feet, though. But otherwise, it was a good, clean takeoff. Definitely better than compared to yesterday. Yesterday, I was a little bit of a mess on those flights in the Honda Jet. I feel a little bit more comfortable, actually, with the M500, because I've flown it more recently than even the Honda Jet in the sim. See, I'm probably only going to need like 900-ish pounds of
United 10
foot
12,
torque
to maintain
here.
3,000. Down to 3,000, United 10 12.
if I had to guess.
Blue Street 5323, descend to maintain 2,000.
Try and get this to hold about 180 knots indicated. Nice ground speed, 223. Looks like about 930 is going to be what we want to hold a $180. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And again, you can see no weather here. You can see out front, though. That's where all the weather is, straight out ahead of us where we're going. We'll see what it looks like when we get there. And we'll also have to see what the Microsoft Flight Sim Live weather gives us, because it may not be perfectly accurate. It might still be a little... Sometimes the Microsoft Flight Sim weather, I feel like, is delayed. So even if it's cleared up, you know, it might not clear up right away in our sim, in which case we'll just have to bide some time. And we're going to trim this back out now. Don't need that takeoff trim anymore.
November 1011 Sierra,
that bar nice and
182 on the
centered.
ground at San Marcos Regional. We're looking for taxi for VFR departure to the north.
Very good. Now we're nice and flying straight, not flying crooked.
Number 1011 Sierra, Houston Center, standby.
Airplane's looking good. So now, flying under VFR, do you need a contact center or CTEF when you're approaching 4 Romeo 9? So, since I am currently I'm utilizing the service of flight following. So I am getting flight following from center, and because of that, I will have to let him know. I will either have to cancel that flight following with the center.
1011 Sierra,
and I can do that.
Runway 8, taxi via Alpha.
I can do that anytime I wanted.
Altimeter 3065.
I'm gonna wait until I get closer to 4 Romeo 9. But if you don't want to, if you're not at a controlled airport, I took off out of Alexandria, which is controlled. Because of that, I had to talk to him. He's technically covering the Delta for Alexandria. But if I didn't want flight following, I could cancel right now, and then it would just be the CTAF frequency approaching 4 Romeo 9.
Clear to the Tampa Airport via as filed. Maintain 2000.
So that was the long version of the answer being that it's a CTAF frequency at 4 Romeo 9, since it's not a towered field.
Alright, Brickyard 1318, we're clear to the Tampa.
But I'm utilizing the flight following since the center is online.
10 minutes after departure. Departure is with you, and we're squawking 7225.
Brickyard 1318, read back correct. Pushes at your discretion. Call for taxi. Expect runway 32.
Alright, we'll expect 32 and we'll let you know when we're rolling. Brickyard 1318.
Houston, good evening. American 703 also on the ground at Gulfport, requesting our IFR with Alpha on board.
Blue Street 5323, turn right heading 290, vector for approach.
290, Blue Street 5323.
American 813, expect ILS runway 2 approach.
Houston Center, November 45 X-ray Sierra on the ground at Lafayette, IFR to New Orleans Lakefront.
American 813, expect ILS runway 2 approach.
Copy, we'll be expecting ILS runway 2, American 813.
Who's calling at Gulfport for the clearance?
American 703.
American 703, Houston Center, cleared to the Tampa Airport via as filed. Maintain 2000. Expect flight level 35010 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 6742.
Okay, we're cleared as filed. Initial climb 2000, 350, 10 minutes after departure with you, squawking 6742.
American 703, read back correct. Your push is at your discretion. Call for taxi. Expect runway 32.
Looks like 32, and we'll call for taxi. American 703.
Blue Street 5323 is 3 miles from Royal. Turn right heading 350. Maintain 2000 until established. Cleared ILS runway 2 approach.
350, join 2000 established, cleared ILS 2 approach for Blue Street 5323.
United 1012, turn right heading 210, vector for approach.
210 on heading, vectors for the approach.
So we're good. We're cooking here. We're doing 230 knots across the ground.
Ready for departure.
We'll call you back, 11 Sierra. Thank you.
That's pretty good,
I
Chad.
believe I have an aircraft calling on the ground somewhere. Say again, please.
Yeah, it's Houston Center. It's November 45 X-ray Sierra. We're Baron on the ground at Lafayette, IFR to New Orleans Lakefront.
We're 45 X-ray Sierra, Houston Center. Hello. Clear to the New Orleans Lakefront Airport as filed. Maintain 5000. Departure this frequency, squawk 0015.
Clear to New Orleans Lakefront as filed, 5000. This frequency 0015 for 45 X-ray Sierra.
For 45 X-ray Sierra, read back correct. The Lafayette altimeter 3058. Call for taxi.
3058, we'll call you back for taxi. 45 X-ray Sierra.
Houston Center, Southwest 452, file 230, by the 236 arrival.
Dallas 452, Houston Center, ident. Blue Street 5323, runway 2, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 2, Blue Street 5323.
Air Canada 1901 Heavy, runway 32 vacated.
American 1901, roger, taxi to parking, good day.
Taxi to parking, good day.
Looks like we got a decent amount of flying club members in the air right now. I could set a filter, I
American 1070
think.
Houston Center, clearance on request, stand by. United 1012, turn right, heading 240, join the runway 26 left vocalizer.
Oh no, I can't filter. That's right, it needs 4 letters to filter. I can't filter. Son of a gun. I was going to try and filter
Northwest
on VATSIM, but it needs to be 4 letters to filter. It won't filter for Romeo 9.
Dark South, Northwest 3328. Have a good day, sir.
Southwest 452, radar contact 15 miles south of Waco VOR, descend via the Suzy 6 arrival.
JJB, thanks for coming in today for the stream.
3064.
Don't be shy if you want to give it a go. Do a flight in tonight. The weather is starting to clear up. If you don't feel like talking ATC, you could do an air-controlled field to the next one. Just make sure to use the appropriate CTAF frequencies.
For 1011 Sierra, proceed on course, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Don't be shy or intimidated, though. Get right on in there.
Center Southwest 431, ready for operation start.
9000 is clear here.
South 431, Houston Center, push approved, face east on to Yankee, call for taxi.
I will face east and push on the Yankee and we'll call for taxi. I'm sorry, Southwest.
I love this livery so much.
American 1070, clearance available, advising ready to copy.
Ready to copy, American 1070.
American 1070, clear to the Fort Worth Airport as filed, maintain 4000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure of this frequency, squawk 66, tree 6.
Clear to the Fort Worth Airport, file, maintain 4000.
Hitmaster says that it's quite sporting down there.
Squawk 6636 for American.
That's about what we expected.
United 1012 is 2 miles from Cairns, cleared ILS, runway 26 left approach.
Some stuff starting to show up on the next rad there.
Runway 36 left, call for taxi.
Okay, American 1070.
Keep an eye on that.
I'm thinking you're at Harlingen. Sorry, expect runway 31. Or 32.
Expect 32 for departure, American 1070.
United 1012, runway 26 left, clear to land.
This controller's doing a very good job controlling the entirety of Houston Center top down.
Center Southwest 673, Austin, ready to go.
South 673, Houston Center, fly, runway heading, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
36 right, clear for takeoff on the heading, Southwest 673.
Tell you what, we're going to
JetBlue
go...
1452, contact Miami Center, 135.17 today.
Contact Miami Center, 135.175.
We're going to go direct to Biloxi, KBIX, for now. Just because there are some restricted areas that if I was to go direct to either Jeremiah Denton or even to Gulfport that I want to try to avoid. So I'm going to go direct to here for now. It's only going to be a slight change. Hopefully keep us away from those restricted areas. Iowa Scotsman, thank you for 12 months, my man. I appreciate you very much.
1011 Sierra, leaving the Delta to the northwest, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, November 1011 Sierra. Thank you for your help.
1 full year of subscription. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, Iowa Scotsman. If you haven't already, thank you, Kenny Mustard.
For 124 Mike Charlie, Baton Rouge altimeter is 3056.
3056 for Mike Charlie, thank you. If you haven't already, check out the, make sure to follow, the Iowa Scotsman. He does some streaming as well of Microsoft Flight Sim on Twitch, so make sure you check him out. Thank you for 1 full year. Hopefully you're able to get a flight into for Romeo 9 this evening for the event, Mr. Scotsman.
United 3360, negative.
Yeah, work can be like that sometimes. I know none of them back to work. I did not get called in this weekend, which was a good thing, especially because it snowed where I was a pretty good amount on Sunday.
Houston,
I was worried about
Canada,
driving to Newark all the way in the
1901
snow.
Grand requesting
Thankfully, that
9
didn't
parking.
happen. And so I get to
American
enjoy
1901 to Houston Center. Clearance on request. Stand by.
the rest of my week, and I've got my birthday on Friday.
23 parking via Sierra Hotel. Good day.
Be 33
Thank you.
33 years old on Friday, chat.
Southwest 430, or correction, Southwest 452. Expect ILS runway 36 right approach.
Back to ILS 36 right.
And this will be my last stream until after my birthday. So the next time you guys see me after
radar
tonight,
contact altitude.
I will be 33.
500 for 673. 673.
I am an old man.
Cell 673, Roger. Clitoric
I feel like an old man. I might not be old in age, but my body, the way it's been
direct Lexi
going.
673.
Air Canada 19.
Can't pay for a lot of things if I'm not working Kenny
to the
Monster.
Tampa Airport via as filed. Maintain 2000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departures this frequency, squawk 246 tree.
Yeah, 33, but my body feels like it's fucking much older than that. Let's put it that way.
10 minutes after departure, squawk 2463 Air Canada 1901 heavy.
Canada 1901, read back correct. Pushes at your discretion, call for taxi, expect runway 32.
Pushes at my discretion, call for taxi, expect 32 Air Canada 1901 heavy.
United 1012, left one able, stay parking.
Left one able, we're going to Echo 12 outside.
234 across the ground.
United 1012, roger.
A little over half an hour to get there. A little over half an hour for the weather to hopefully keep moving along, so that we'll be able to get in without too much issue. Everything's popping up VFR now in the vicinity pretty much, so I'm hoping and praying that by the time we get there, we'll be good to go.
Ready for taxi.
Roger, stand by. United 1012, parking via November Alpha, November Romeo, Whiskey Bravo.
No, I will not be
Romeo
having a
Bravo.
party.
Roger, taxi via parking. Taxi to parking November Alpha, November Romeo, Whiskey Bravo, Romeo Bravo, United 1012.
I'm not a huge celebrator of my own birthday, chat. I am going to the Devils game tomorrow night with a friend, so I consider that more or less my birthday party. And then on Friday evening, Sarah and I are going to go out to dinner. I think maybe one of my buddies from Long Island will come up with his girlfriend as well. But I don't really do parties. I'm not a big, at least for myself, I don't really celebrate my birthday that much. But, you know, Devils game tomorrow night and then some dinner on Friday night, and that's good enough for me.
4 left at Bravo and 29 at Juliet for 45 X-ray Sierra.
Read back correct. Hit a 5 X-ray Sierra, the Lafayette altimeter 3058.
3058, 45 X-ray Sierra.
Southwest 431, ready for taxi. Southwest 431, runway 22, taxi via Yankee. Advise when you have the ATIS at Hobby. Alright, we'll 22 by Yankee and we'll buzz you in so you can start this with me. Can you give me the letter, please? Alpha. Information Alpha for Southwest. Thank you. And United 3360, I see your text and acknowledge your receive only. Your clearance is on request, stand by.
No. So it's still a little breezy down there is what you're saying. Hopefully we'll get this thing on the ground. By the time we get there, hopefully it'll be cleared out a little bit more. Well, we gotta see what these clouds are doing. We might have to do a VFR descent here in just a second. Are we gonna be in these clouds or what? Let's see. It might be. Hey Masters, thank you for the tier 3. Oh my goodness. I think you might be the first ever tier 3 subscriber that I've ever had on the channel. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you very much. don't even know if there's really any more benefits for Tier 3. I've never had a Tier 3 before. I think there's a Golden Cinnabon, but that's about it. But enjoy your Golden Cinnabon. Oh, I live it up as much as I can, but my body's very restricted with all the injuries that I've had. That's the problem. I'm looking forward to getting back to playing hockey eventually, but that's probably not going to be for a few more months. Right now, I'm just glad I'm back to work. Yeah, the Golden Cinnabon. I know. Like I said, I'm just not much of a celebrator of my birthday, but I'm going to have a good time at the Devils game tomorrow night.
Since aircraft on the ground
Hopefully.
at Gulfport for service. Gulfport Tower just hopped online. 123.7. Talk to y'all soon.
Hopefully I'll enjoy it. They've been kind of not playing well lately, so hopefully they'll play well tomorrow night when I go. Make me happy.
American 813, turn 10 degrees right. Descend and maintain 4,000.
10 degrees right and 4,000 American 813.
Yes, I know it's you, Connor. I figured that out a while ago.
Center 45 X-ray Sierra. We're gonna need a run up when we get down. Close to the end here.
5 X-ray Sierra, no problem. Just let me know when you're ready.
I figured that out pretty quickly, especially when you were in I seen you in Boozy Stream and Archer Stream. I figured it out pretty quickly, and then NYRTCC and yeah. That next thread's starting to paint a bunch of stuff out there, but it looks like it's moving off, at least for what it's painting, which is good.
Southwest 431, fly runway heading, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Summer, we're heading in runway 22, clear for takeoff, Southwest 431.
I think by the time we get there, we're going to be okay. But we'll see.
Center, how you doing? Grizzly 498 Heavy, flight level 350, crossing over San Angelo.
Grizzly 499, Heavy, Houston Center, radar contact, welcome. At Diesel, join the Driller 5 arrival.
Diesel, Driller 5, Grizzly 498 Heavy.
Still doing 234 across the ground. Pretty good tailwind. True airspeed of 203. And yeah, looks, and then the math checks out because it's 30 knots pretty much right on the tail.
Center American 1070 is ready to taxi.
American 1070, Houston Center, runway 32, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 18 at Alpha.
32 via Alpha, cross runway 18 at Alpha, American 1070.
He doesn't live near me. He lives next to saying Captain Whip.
American 813, turn right, heading 2990.
Nobody needs to get me anything for my birthday.
American 813, turn right, heading 2990. Vector
I would rather you guys support the donations to the SPCA for Delilah.
American 813, Houston.
That can be the gift for my birthday. I would prefer that over gifts. Walking one through the ramp. It is not a big ramp.
Radar contact to altitude.
That's okay, at least you got in there.
2,800.
Southwest 431, Roger. Clear at box, climb and maintain, flight level 180. Good red Bach, and we'll climb into 180 for Southwest 139. American 813, you up on this frequency?
Yeah, affirmative. Sorry, somehow we got switched.
Yeah, it's fine. American 813, turn right heading 310. Descend to maintain 4,000. Vector to final.
310, we are at 4,000 and 4 vector for the final, American 813.
American 813, correction. Descend to maintain 2,000.
Alright, down to 2,000, American 813.
Southwest 452, descend to maintain 2,500.
2,500, Southwest 452.
Center 45 X-ray Sierra, we're ready to taxi.
For 5 X-ray Sierra, roger. Fly runway heading, runway 4 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 4 right, clear for takeoff. 45 X-ray Sierra.
Yeah, the next route showing us that weather's out there. We can see it right off the nose, too. It's not, like, exactly hidden from us. But so far, I think we're still okay. It still looks like we're going to be fine.
Center American 1070 is ready to go.
American 1070, fly runway heading, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading 32, clear for takeoff, American 1070.
Still doing 235 across the ground, which is pretty good. And the CTAF frequency for the Jeremiah Dalton is actually 122.8. So what used to be the old VATSIM mandatory one. We're going to go ahead and give you guys a wing view for a little while here.
American 813 is 2 miles from Royal, turn right heading 350, maintain 2,000 until established, cleared ILS runway 2 approach.
Alright, right turn 350, maintain 2,000 till establish your localizer, runway 2, American 813.
Apparently lining by some into there has been sporty so far. We'll see what happens by the time we get there. It might still be interesting.
Sierra Houston, radar contact altitude.
Might still have to do some of that pilot stuff.
Just passing 2,000, 45 X-ray Sierra.
For 45 X-ray Sierra, roger. Clear direct Merrick.
Cleared Merrick, 45 X-ray Sierra.
Houston Center, MSFS Charlie, level 9,000.
For 5-4 Charlie, Houston Center, ident.
Ident, 5-4 Charlie.
American 1070, ident.
Ident, 1070.
Southwest 452, turn right heading 280, vector for approach.
80, vector for approach, Southwest 452.
When we get a little bit closer to Biloxi, that's when we're going to cancel the flight following chat, and then we'll get down to the coastline. Yeah, and Ship Island, Horn Island. We got Petit Boys Island, or Petit Boys Island, and then Dolphin Island.
Contact 3 miles
some interesting island names.
Airport. Climb and maintain
right
flight level 370.
You can see Ship Island, Horn Island,
370, American 1070.
Petit Boys Island,
American 813, runway 2
Dolphin
clear
Island,
to
and
land.
that's where we're going to find
Runway
Jeremiah
2 clear
Denton's
to land,
on
American
Dolphin
813.
Island. You can see still covered in that green
For
with the
124 Mike Charlie, Gulfport altimeter 3052.
3052, 4 Mike Charlie, thanks. This guy is good, chat. This center troll in Houston is good.
For 5-4 Charlie, radar contact 25 miles north of the Eaton VOR, welcome. And the Gulfport altimeter 3058.
3058 for 5-4 Charlie.
Number 54 Charlie, correction, Gulfport altimeter 3052.
3052 for 54 Charlie.
Southwest 452, turn right heading 020, join the runway 36 right localizer.
020, join the 36 right localizer, Southwest 4.
Oh my god.
American 10-7, clear direct Corpus Christi VOR.
Direct Corpus Christi VOR, American 1070.
Number 54 Charlie, clear direct 4 Romeo 9er airport.
Direct destination for 54 Charlie.
One of the flying club members just messaged me. He's flying from Tuscaloosa, Alabama down to our destination airport here. He said he's got like 100 knot headwind. Getting destroyed on the way down. He's up at altitude, but even still.
Cleared ILS, runway 36 right at bridge.
That's brutal.
2,500.
He's at 25,000 feet, and he's getting 117 knot headwind. That is nasty. We ourselves still got about 20 minutes to get to Biloxi, and then we still have some work to do from there once we get to Biloxi. And we're probably going to have to send here.
Hey Houston, good evening, United 2052. We already received the DDC. We have the uniform. We are ready for push and start.
United 2052, Houston Center, roger. I was coordinating, say your request again.
Say again?
United 2052, I was asking for you to say again. Say again, please.
Oops. Yeah, we are here.
We're going to descend here, chat.
Charlie 30, no, I don't remember the Berkeley, sorry. We have Delta, we are ready for push and start, and we have the DDC.
United 2052, Houston Center, roger. Push approved, face west onto Romeo Bravo, call for taxi.
Romeo Bravo, face west, call you back for taxi, United 2052.
And center for Meridian 124 Mike Charlie. We're going to make a VFR descent down to 5,500.
Before Mike Charlie, roger.
That ceiling's starting to show. We're going to get down here 5,500, make sure we stay below it here.
For 7-2, Mike Echo, Houston Center, ident.
Ident 7-2, Mike Echo.
Especially since it's below freezing. If we're in the clouds, we're going to ice. And even with the icing equipment on this airplane, we don't want to do that.
Houston Center, we just departed from Lakefront. We didn't know you were online, so I don't know if you just came on.
Number 7-2, Mike Echo, A-firm. I was looking for you there. Squawk 5275. Don't worry about it.
5275, thank you.
Dallas 44, Houston Center. Hello, push approved, face east on a east on a Yankee.
How's it you guys on the ground now, is it?
Are you flying land south of 452?
Say again?
Dallas 452,
So whoever's like down there,
right,
how's the live weather looking down there?
I popped out at around 300 feet and full right rudder on my DC-6 and I still couldn't.
I'm hearing this.
Center
I'm hearing
45
this VFR though.
Request.
Yep.
Stand by.
Exactly
doing
what I'm
a
hearing.
coordination real quick.
I'm coming from over near Pensacola, or I guess Destin, and I was like, I might need to divert. I'm
For
looking at the weather.
7-2, Mike Echo, you're
None
ready
of
to
these airports
contact
I can
about
land
30
at.
miles northeast of the New Orleans airport. Descend and maintain 7,000. The Gulfport altimeter 3052.
And
Yeah,
3052 and descend and maintain 7,000.
Nice.
Y'all gonna be lucky if I don't hit the ground and just bounce.
Houston Center left.
That's kind of how I'm thinking. I'm
36 right, ready for departure when you are.
You're gonna come in way too fast. And,
Black at 235 Houston Center.
Yeah, that, and I've already been bumped around
doing a
enough
controller
coming
brief
from the
for
west,
the
so I'm
east side of
thinking
your
that's just going to
airspace.
continue.
Yeah.
Definitely will. I mean, my landing rate was 500.
Yikes.
I slammed that thing.
That's probably going to be what mine is. I'm betting like 450, 500.
And you know, you would think.
Sounds like it's still very sporting getting into Jeremiah Denton here. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, if there's ATC on, they're asking for a pop-up by a firebout right now.
Yeah, same.
I've lost the road. I am in a cloud, and there is no end in sight.
Yeah, I'm coming down out of
For 7-2 Mike Echo, contact
waiting for
Houston Center 126.8.
I'm at 1500. I can't see shit.
Mike Echo, thank you.
For 124 Mike Charlie, contact Houston Center 126.8.
126.8. Thanks for coming in today.
Windwise.
703 Houston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 350, Clitoric Sierra Juliet India.
Oh, that's just lovely.
350 direct Sierra Juliet India, American 703.
Sorry, who was the first aircraft who called me?
United 3360, level at 2000.
I'm curious how I'm gonna break out. Sitting here trying to plot
And
this
November
out
72
because
Mike Echo,
whatever he's gonna
maintaining
be able to
7000.
give me for minimum vector altitude.
United 3360 Houston Center. Good evening. I'm not sure who has your tag, so just stand by one moment. Climb and maintain flight level 230 for now.
230, United 3360.
Center, good evening. November 124 Mike Charlie, VFR 5500.
November 124 Mike Charlie, Houston Center, good evening. B New Orleans altimeter 3054.
54, thanks.
November 72 Mike Echo, Houston Center, good evening. Altimeter 3054.
3054, 72 Mike Echo.
I think we're good on the altitude for now.
United 3360.
Definitely found the overcast part of the flight.
Maintain flight level 350. Fly your present heading for now. I'll have you on the course in a few miles for sequencing.
No weather yet at Biloxi.
350, and I'll expect you to
There's still some weather showing along the islands, though, so this is going to be interesting the closer we get. We're going to cancel the flight following when we get a little bit closer to Biloxi.
You know, thanks for reminding me. I need to switch tanks.
I
used my right for a little bit there.
Yeah, I just used my entire left. I'm like, oh.
Skymaster 54 Charlie, Houston Center, good evening.
Good thing this aircraft is aerial refueling capable.
Mobile altimeter
Oh, yeah.
3051.
3051, Skymaster 54 Charlie.
Just casually, you know, KC 135 at 1,000 feet.
I mean, I'm over Destin. I mean,
Not as big of a ground speed down here, so we paid that price. A little less tailwind. So we're only doing a buck at 98 now across the ground. Still pretty good. I think a lot of this area in real life is covered in snow right now from today, which is pretty unheard of for this area. This was like a once-in-a-lifetime historic winter weather event that was going on down along the Gulf Coast there. You know, naturally on a day where we have a flying club event. But, you know, for those of you who are familiar with Boozy Sheep, he's been texting me throughout the day. And he doesn't have power right now, which is why he's not joining us. He was planning to stream tonight, but he can't because he's got no power, and he's got like 7 inches of snow in Pensacola, Florida.
United 3360 Clitoric Sierra Juliet India.
Pensacola, Florida.
Sierra Juliet India.
7 inches of snow.
360.
That is unheard of. We are in some weird, weird times, chat. But if in case you were wondering where Boozy Sheep is, he's got no power, so that's why he's not streaming tonight. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable
Houston
stuff that we're
Center,
getting with the weather today
Sierra, 5,000.
in this area.
November 45 X-ray Sierra, Houston Center, good evening, New Orleans, altimeter 3054.
3054, and we had an approach request for 45 X-ray Sierra.
45 X-ray, say approach request.
Yeah, we'd like to get the VOR DME 36 left, starting at the Harvey VOR.
Houston Center, November 11816.
November 45 X-ray, you can expect that. Would you like vectors onto the final approach course or just direct to the initial?
Direct Harvey would be great for 45 X-ray Sierra.
45 X-ray Rogers, let me vector you a little bit south so I can get you on a legal intercept heading, and I'll get you direct Harvey in just a few miles. For now, fly heading 120 vectors for approach, maintain 5,000.
120 on the heading, maintain 5,000. 45 X-ray Sierra, thanks.
I heard Brant trying to call him on 11816 being Brant, but I don't see him anywhere on VATSPY. Wondering if he's doesn't have a flight plan filed.
And departure, Brickyard 1318 at 2000.
Brickyard 1318, Houston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 330. Fly present heading, vectors for sequencing.
We said that one more time for Brickyard 1318, sorry, I stepped on you.
No worries, Brickyard 1318, Houston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 330, and fly present heading, vectors for sequencing.
Present heading for sequencing up to 330, Brickyard 1318, thanks.
Yeah, we're still good, I think, on our altitude right now with this clouds. I think. Kind of looks like we're all right now. What I do think we're going to do is... I think we're going to go ahead and cancel the flight following. In center, November 124 Mike Charlie. We're going to cancel the flight following at this time.
November 124 Mike Charlie, Roger. No traffic observed at your... there's really nothing around you, so no traffic in your area. Squawk VFR, radar service is terminated. Frequency change advisory is approved. Have a good night.
VFR, frequency change approved for Mike Charlie. Thanks for coming in today.
That's it.
So we're going to switch to 22.8, which is the CTAF for Jeremiah Denton now, chat. We're getting fairly close enough where we can kind of just go with the flow on that now. We just got to make sure that we stay above 2,500 feet to stay above the Class Delta of Biloxi once we get a little closer to there. I think I've had enough of the ATC in my ear for the time being. Houston Center did a great job tonight, though. Very, very fantastic job, and we appreciate them for signing on. You can see a little bit of patches of snow here and there now showing up in the sim, actually. There you go. Like on some of the roads and stuff like that, some random areas. So I think the sim is starting to figure out, like, oh yeah, it snowed here today, which, again, extremely rare, like once in a lifetime kind of stuff in terms of the weather that they got. So and again, if we get there and we're not able to see the field, chat, or stay VFR, what we're going to do is we'll pull out. We got plenty of gas. We can go somewhere where we can stay VFR and, you know, hold for a little bit, wait until it clears up. And then if we need to divert, we'll divert. I think we'll be okay. You can see a little bit of snow falling in front of us. Right as we get towards Biloxi here. I don't think it's going to be too much of a factor right now. I think it's still going to be visible enough. You can kind of almost see through it, so there'll still be enough visibility for us to maintain VFR. But we'll see. Radio check. Brant, you got no voice coming through, Brant.
Light L traffic, Skyhawk 129 Alpha Papa on the left downwind, runway 36 will be departing the area to the east.
Won't even let me file a flight plan. What the heck?
We're gonna have to get a little bit lower here, chat. Let's go down to 3,500 feet.
Are any of you 823 Echo Bravo?
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
No, I'm looking at an X-plane. I'm flying over you. Where are you?
X-plane. I was like, I'm in 24.
Well, I see your call sign. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, there's a cloud.
Done with supper, back to zombies. Alright, Kitty Monster, enjoy your zombies.
We got a house. You in a house?
As we are starting to get a little bit into the areas of snow here. The fun will be beginning soon, more or less. We're going all the way down to 3,500 feet. I believe at 3,500 feet where we're at, we should, yes, indeed, be clear of all the airspace. It is a Tersa, but we do not require to talk in the Tersa, because it is not a true Charlie. We just need to be above 2,500 feet to be above Gulfport and Biloxi's airspaces, class deltas, and we're good.
Say again?
I was gonna say, where does it stand? Right now,
yeah.
South.
You're over the outflying or the overflying with the naval thing. It looked like you're in the grass.
Oh, that's weird. You said it's showing me an X-plane?
Yeah, I'm looking at.
We'll see what happens. It's the best way I could say it right now. I'm going to go ahead and put in direct to... the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a heading hold. And then we're going to go... Now we're going to put in 4 Romeo 9 into the direct. But we're going to kind of just go by a heading now to go the rest of the way here. And I'm kind of just going to do everything by feel and vision at this point. See what happens. We do have to make sure we clear the airspaces of Gulfport and Biloxi before we can get down lower. Again, the lowest we can go is 2,600 feet for the time being. Oh, we got someone that just joined the flying club. Let me take care of that real quick, chat. No, wrong thing. Bear with me one moment, chat. Do something to make sure this guy is good. VATSIM standing. He sure is. And we'll get him into the flying club. Alright, let's see. We're going to have to get a little bit lower here. And again, we got to be careful because we can't go too low. We can't go below 2,600 feet, really, because we got to stay above the 2 class deltas. Oh, I'm sorry, plane. I was a little late to react to that one. Yeah, this is where things are going to start to get a little interesting, I think, chat. If we're going to be in the soup here now. And we're going to have to scud this out, but we still have to be careful because right now we're coming up over Gulfport, which has, again, it's 2,500 is the delta, so we got to be careful with that. And we're going to maintain 3,000. To make sure we're clear above the delta here. And you know what, I'm even going to try and do them a solid. I'm going to try and stay maybe a little bit north and out of the deltas here. Even laterally. We're vertically, we're fine, but I'm going to stay even laterally. I think I'm going to try and stay out of their way a little bit. There's Gulfport. And then Biloxi's gonna be right here. Gulfport is our, if everything doesn't work out and we have to go land, then Gulfport's gonna be our bug out destination. Looks like there's an aircraft waiting to take off down there. Which they probably had to wait for us to clear the airspace. Whoops, and that's why listen, we're above the delta, so we're not breaking any rules. They had to wait for us to clear out before they could launch that departure. I don't see anyone on the ground at Biloxi, so I think what I'm going to do is, once I know I'm clear of the... I think I'm going to be out of their way now. I'm going to go ahead and turn back towards where I wanted to go, which is more towards the shoreline to the south here. We're going to cross. We're going to have crossing right over the center, basically, of Biloxi here. And then once we're clear of the Biloxi airspace, we're going to go all the way down to 1,000 feet. And then we're going to start praying, because this looks like it's going to be interesting. We'll see. We'll see, chat. It's going to be entertaining. See the snow. There's Biloxi. The visibility is there for now. See what it looks like when we get to that, the coast that's further out, the coastline that's further out there. Again, we need to clear this class Delta before we can descend, and we're definitely going to want to descend here. Because it's starting to get a little dicey. As soon as we get clear of the Delta, we're going down to 1,000 feet. I think we're going to need to start turning some of the ice stuff on. Let's get all that going. Almost clear of the Delta, and then we'll start going down to 1,000 feet. Again, we know that we can bug out to this inner coastline because it's showing VFR there. So we have a way out if we're not going to be able to get in. Tursas are voluntary, good fixins. You don't have to participate in a Tursa if you don't want to. Alright, we're clear of the airspace. We're going to go down. Yeah, Tursa is voluntary for VFR. It is mandatory IFR, just like anything ATC related is mandatory IFR. But VFR at Tursa is voluntary. So all that matters is the class deltas. In terms of actually being controlled if you don't want any services. I think we'll be alright, chat, because I can see out to this first island here, and then we just kind of have to follow these islands out to Dolphin Island. I think we're going to be just fine. Or actually, I'm going to stop at 1,500 feet. I think that's going to be plenty good. So we're getting lined up here with these islands now. This first island out here is I think this is actually, yeah, I think this is Ship Island. It's either Ship Island or Horn Island. It might be Horn Island. So I think this is Horn Island. So really we just gotta follow these now for about 30-ish miles to get to Dolphin Island. Yeah, approximately 30-ish miles. Yeah, so this is Horn Island. And we'll just follow this till we get to Dolphin Island. And then we'll go from there. Dolphin Island is at 5 feet, so 1,500 feet is good for now. We'll get down to 1,000 feet for the traffic pattern altitude, and a left traffic for runway 30 once we get there. I think we're going to be okay. We'll see. It looks like it gets a little thicker ahead as we get closer, but for right now we're doing alright. I think I could probably turn all of the ice stuff off for the time being. We might have timed this perfectly ourselves here with the weather.
Jeremiah, that's traffic. Ping it 10 miles to the west. It's left downwind traffic, so runway 30.
So we're about 10 minutes out. And we're just following these islands now all the way, the rest of the way. There's the next island coming up, which is, oh, you know what? I do think actually that original one was, let's see. Maybe that original one was not Ship Island. I don't know. Because that one's pretty lengthy, then you got a little gap. I'm not 100% sure which island is which, to be honest with you, chat. Maybe this is Petite Boys Island right here, probably. You can definitely see that it's clearing up in these parts. Definitely not as bad as it was earlier today, where they were getting record-breaking snow in this area. Dylan, thanks for coming in today. Fireboy, thank you for coming in today. See the next red still painting a bunch of stuff here, but you can see up ahead of us. The visibility's still fine. I think we're going to have no problem getting in. It's a little bit of a scud, but it's not too bad. I think it was definitely worse for the guys that were getting in earlier, but I think now that the weather's really starting to move off a lot more, I think we're going to be pretty good.
Traffic on 17 Mike Echo at about 5 miles to the west at 3,000 feet. Anybody in the party?
There's about to be a whole handful of us in the pattern chat too, which is going to be
Jeremiah Denton traffic,
entertaining.
Pinger, I'm a beam in the field, couple miles out. We're making left downwind for runway 30. That's Jeremiah Denton.
Off traffic on 17 Mike Echo will be entering a left downwind for 30.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of company, it looks like.
Jeremiah Denton traffic.
Let's pulse the taxi lights.
Down will be a left track for Jeremiah Denton.
Getting warmer, Chad. About 18 miles. Yeah, so this is Petite Boys Island, and then the next one that we'll come up to will be Dolphin Island.
Hey, Jeremiah Denton traffic. Pinger's turning long base for runway 30. Up base.
definitely going to start getting a little interesting here. And the visibility is getting a little worse.
South traffic on 72 Mike Echo is on left downwind runway 30.
Got a bunch of traffic and some garbage weather. This should be very interesting indeed. Quick question, are you a pilot? Yes, I am. I am a real-world pilot. I fly the Airbus A320.
Denton, no, sorry about that. Denton traffic, number 72 Mike Echo is on left downwind. Denton.
Denton traffic, Skymaster 54 Charlie, down 6.5 northwest, inbound for the left traffic, 30 full stop.
I think we're going to have to go all the way down to the 1,000 feet. Jeremiah Denton traffic, Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, 10 miles to the west. We'll play on the left downwind, runway 30, Jeremiah Denton. This is where things are going to start getting real interesting, chat. We're going to put everything on again for safety.
Jeremiah Denton traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Punkshire. We're going to position and hold short runway 30, Jeremiah Denton.
So here's Dolphin Island. We're going to come up along the south side here to join the left downwind for 30.
Turning left base runway 30, okay.
It's a bit of a party down here right now. Target-rich environment for our little TIS here. We're going to start slowing it down as we come into this party here.
Traffic number 124 Mike Whiskey, turning base runway 30, done.
We're going to put gear down, flaps 10 below 168, and then we're going to hold about 150 for now. Fire by 433 says 17 want to be pilot also, but I want a job where I can come back to my house, but can't really find any job that has that. Yeah, it can be difficult. I mean, there are certain flying jobs where you can be home every day, but you'd have to find, you know, the right one for that. And you're probably not going to get that at any airline. Hamad Dutch, I was departing out of the Gulf Shores. I saw an aircraft. Is it event? It is a virtual USA Flying Club event. Virtual USA Flying Club event is the General Aviation Flying Club that I run. I just pulled up the link there to the Discord. It is a VATSIM only General Aviation Flying Club. We do events like this all the time. This is a fly-in event to 4 Romeo 9. And yes, we are in the thick of it. We are about 6 miles out, and we are fighting some gnarly conditions here. As we try to get in off a purely, we're scud running at this point. I mean, this is just a pure scud run. Trying to get in right now. Pure, old-fashioned scud run. Thank you for the follow, Hamad, by the way. I appreciate it. And welcome. Again, if you're interested in general aviation on the VATSIM network, you should consider joining the Virtually Safe Flying Club Discord. Just make sure you read the welcome page if you do join, because there are some instructions you need to follow to get signed up. But that is what is happening here right now. And it is snowing, and the visibility is not great. And this is going to be entertaining, chat. So I'm going to focus up. Let me go sterile here, chat. So, because this is going to be tough for me. So I'll catch up with the chat here once I get on the ground.
Okay, 033 Foxtrot, we're going to go ahead and take runway 30 straight out, then.
Denton traffic, Skymaster 54 Charles, re-entering the left downwind on the 45, 500 foot for runway 30, Denton.
Traffic, November 1,
Traffic, November 7, Mike Echo will be overflying midfield and then turning a left downwind for runway 30, Denton.
Trying to just find the field here, chat. There it is. Denton traffic, Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, left downwind, runway 30, Denton.
Denton traffic, November 2 Charlie is entering left downwind. I have another aircraft from downwind, and I will slow down.
Denton traffic, Skymaster 54 Charles, turning left base, runway 30, full stop, Denton.
Then traffic on 72 Mike Echo is passing midfield and entering a left downwind for runway 30, then.
We're gonna get slowed down here. We got a bunch of slower aircraft around us. Let's go ahead and start putting down some flaps and getting down here to a more appropriate final approach
Traffic,
speed.
033 Foxtrot, departure leg 30, then.
Denton traffic, Meridian 4 Mike Charlie is turning left base for runway 30, Denton.
Denton traffic, November 2 Charlie is heading downwind.
Honestly, I can't hardly see it. Pretty sure I'm lining up on the final here. This is bad.
Approximately 10 miles northwest. Intentions of full stop landing with a left-hand downwind approach.
Oh, I lost the field. This isn't going to end well at all.
Then traffic, November 7 to Mike Echo is turning left base runway 30, then.
I feel like I'm straight on, but I'm not sure. I think there it is. Denton traffic. Meridian 124 Mike Charlie's on short final. Short final, runway 30, full stop, Denton. There it is. Good lord.
Traffic, Skymaster 54 Charlie is clear 30, Denton.
This is going to be interesting. And that DC-6 is showing up as an Airbus too. That doesn't help with the space on the ramp. Okay. Oh!
Then traffic, 72 Mike Echo turning final runway 30, then.
We got a back taxi quick here. Oh! Get back on the runway.
10 traffic, November 823, Echo Bravo, entering long final for runway 30. 10 traffic, TDM, 15 miles to the west.
Kind of cheat here because of the Airbus. That's supposed to be a DC-6. Denton traffic for my trolley is clear. The runway at Denton. Woo! A little unrealistic once we got on the ground, and honestly, definitely realistic in the air too. There's no way in real life that I would have continued that approach the way that I did, with not really being able to see the runway that well. I was almost kind of guesstimating, to be honest, and it kind of paid off. But man, that was sporting. I'll park right up here in spot 1.
Traffic.
And we gotta get this thing shut down now. That was something.
Full stop.
Oh, these should have been in manual. It doesn't matter now. Off. Off, 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 off. Off, off. Off, off, off. Off. Pull out. Off.
Traffic, November 72, Mike Echo clear.
Is it hard to get your student license and commercial license? It's not hard to get your student license. You just have to be able to read, speak, and understand the English language, be 17 years of age. You would have to then, you know, be able to pass a medical. You need at least a 3rd class medical, get a student pilot certificate. To get your private pilot license, and then the commercial license, once you get to that point, obviously a lot harder, Fireboy, to answer your question. We're going to go ahead and kill the engine here.
Then traffic, 823 Echo Bravo, going around. Stay left, stay
And we can go ahead and kill the battery. And since I do want to still listen to the madness here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the GPU. And this way I can still listen to the madness plugged in. I'm not going to lose all my battery power because I got the GPU plugged in. I am going to button this airplane up since it is cold out there and snowing. I'm going to go ahead and open the door. We'll unload. And again, we're hooked up now, so we're not worried about the battery.
Vital.
And we can keep watching, listening to the cast. Now look at the windsock. We came in, landed full crosswind after finding the runway, and it was hard to find the runway. I definitely, again, real life, I would not have tried this at all. No way, Jose, I would have been diverting to Gulfport or Biloxi or somewhere else, because there's no way in the world you would have got me to do something as stupid as that in the real airplane. That said, it was a lot of fun in the sim. I definitely kind of that base, you know, my downwind base and final were definitely not a very good downwind base and final. I can show you on the map here. I joined the downwind, and it was kind of at an angle because I kind of joined a little further. So I'm like, all right, let me cut it. I turned the base, and then I turned final a little too soon, thinking I had it lined up, I think, on one of these roads. And then by the time I did finally really get a true view of the airport, you could see where I kind of made the little correction right here to get lined up on the final. But the landing ended up being nice, minus 85 at 0.96 Gs. So the landing, you know, we fought it. and we won.
Dead traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, back taxi.
And then we hurried our ass to back taxi to get off the runway, and definitely did some stuff that would not have been very realistic getting off the runway, but I just wanted to get out of the way from everyone else that's trying to come inbound to the field here, because this is sporting.
Dead traffic, 423 Charlie
So take a look. This is a payware scenery that's on the Microsoft Flight Sim marketplace that, for whatever reason, I decided I'm going to spend $9 on this for the event. And it's pretty neat, though. You got the little whatever tower. This guy's watching all of us coming in being dumb. You got nice red Mustang here. Got the windsock is definitely windy. You got a little bit of snow, which is definitely something that this airport probably never experiences. So probably not worth the $9 for the scenery, to be honest. But it's, you know, for $9 you get what you get, and it's not bad.
We're 5.5, just kind of west southwest of the field here, coming up the.
Oh yeah.
Island. We got you in sight.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Woo. Definitely sporting is the word of the evening. Sporting is the word of the evening, chat. That was fun to that was fun to watch. Got another one inbound while the guy's still on the runway, though. This isn't gonna end well. It's a race. It's a race. You gotta get off the runway. Get off the runway in time. He's hauling too fast. He's not gonna make the turn. Oh, he's in the grass. He's going around. Oh, man. For the guys that are in the pattern that haven't figured out already, it's no turn-off landing long, so you might want to give a little bit of space to the guy that's in final in front of you so he can exit before you arrive, just FYI. Boozy sheep. It's still snowing in Pensacola? You've got to be kidding me, man. That's unbelievable. It is a pretty solid payware. You know, it's very, you know, I'm going to have to obviously fly here a few more times, maybe when the weather's a little bit better than it is right now, to kind of get it worth, you know, worth my while. But, look at that. You got the snow, you got the windsock is fully erect, and that is the correct term, chat. There's no kinkiness involved there. And it is just, this is gonna go down as one of the more entertaining Virtue Safe Flying Club events, for sure. Oh, I gotta mark myself for attendance. I almost forgot to do that. That's something I don't really forget to do very often in my own thing. Let's see, KAX, 4 Romeo 9. I landed about 5 minutes ago, so we'll call it 01.
That traffic, TBM.
Call it 0142 Zulu.
Downwind. We got the other traffic in the downwind on the TCAS, but we got negative visual. We'll just extend downwind and come back after them.
But yeah, this is gonna go down as one of the better Virtue Safe Flying Club events that we've had in a while, just because of the conditions and the amount of traffic that we have. We got a ton of people flying in right now, which is fantastic. And it is sporting. And yeah, I'm sorry that you are without power, Boozy. I know that you are going through it right now down there in Florida. Again, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. No trespassing or fishing on Dolphin Island airport property.
That's currently on base in sight. We're extending our downwind here just a little bit longer to give you time to get in.
And then, of course, you know, no trespassing, but the gate's wide open. As is the case at most of these bum F airports. No trespassing, but the gate's wide open.
Then traffic, Skyhawk 129 Alpha Papa 10 southwest of the field. We'll be entering a left downwind.
Airport property, no trespassing. Violation of state code, section 23-1-386. Okay, I'm guessing that's an Alabama state code. Also, not only does the scenery, it's got this thing out here going on. If we go, and we're going to have to take a little journey for this one.
Traffic 140, Papa left base for 3.
That's a scenery thing, because that airplane was under the ground. So that's a scenery issue. We have to go a little bit of a ways out here, because the scenery doesn't just end at the airport. They also added the little fort that's at the end of the island over here. So let me go and shoot over here and show you guys that. You got the little cruise ship out there too, but here they added this in as well, which is the little fort. So that is also part of the scenery. It's all the same scenery.
Swing back out, extend our downwind, 5 Foxtrot back. 10.
I don't know. I don't remember what that fort is called. I had it. I remember reading about it when I downloaded the scenery, and then I don't remember the name. But it's out there, so I think that's cool that they threw that in there as well as part of the scenery. So yeah, I guess if you, for $9, I mean it is Fort Morgan. Yeah, see, I should just ask the local expert, somewhat local expert, Fort Morgan. So yeah, it like I said, definitely, you know, worth the few beans, I guess. So we'll have to visit here a few more times to make it fully worth the while. But you know, they updated the little bridge going across here. So yeah, not nice little touches into the scenery. So yeah, and man, that is one fully erect windsock right there, chat. Anyways, that is going to conclude my stream for the evening. We're going to go ahead and raid. Michael Minook is flying. It looks like he's going from Denton to Gulfport, and then he's going to come back to Denton in his home-built Cessna 172 cockpit. Fireboy, if you're still here, you're going to probably very much enjoy the stream that Michael Minook puts on, November 8033 Fox on Twitch. I'm going to send you guys over there in just a second. Let me just go through the chat real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything important. Yes, Boozy broke snowfall record in Pensacola. Masters, thank you for flying in. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sorry you're missing it, Boozy. I know Steve Peach. I can't remember having this much fun watching landings. Yeah, it was. Even mine was. I know I made it a good landing, but I was sporting coming in. I don't know if you get my webcam. You guys can see the yoke, I think, in the webcam, right? Yeah, you can. You probably saw how much I was fighting that thing coming inbound for that landing, right up until the very end. So, Fireboy433, stay for this raid that I'm gonna go, because November 8033 Fox, he's got a home-built cockpit. You'll enjoy watching him for sure if you love aviation. So let me get that going right now, guys. Thank you for coming in today. If you're not a Virtuous A Flying Club member, consider joining. If you're a VATSIM member and you enjoy GA and you want to join us for events like this, usually we have, well, sometimes we have better weather than this. Sometimes. But you know, it varies. But we'd love to have you join us. Next time you guys see me, I'll be 33 years old. I turned 33 on Friday. I will not be streaming until probably Saturday morning. The reason why I'll be streaming Saturday morning before I start this raid, actually, is because we have the next Virtuous A Flying Club event is Saturday morning. Saturday morning with Sinatra. We're going to be doing a fly-in to Teterboro Airport from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday morning on January 5th. That is the day after my birthday, so I'll see you guys then. That'll probably be my next stream. But otherwise, alright, go say hi to Michael Minook. November 8033 Fox on Twitch. He's a great dude. He's got a sweet home-built cockpit. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.